Hi, and welcome to Coach's Corner, where systems matter and both personal and professional learning and development is beneficial for everyone and essential for some. As always, please like, subscribe, comment, share, and hit the notification bell. Let's get started.
So now we're going to talk about trend capitalizers, or people that capitalize on trends.
Yeah.
And so the first question is, who is someone that, or what is a trend capitalizer, or a capitalizer trend capitalizer?
Yeah. Right. It's not a trend setter.
Yeah.
Well, it's people that capitalize on trends. They're, I kind of look at it like the wave, right? So the surfer is in the water, and they see this wave coming, but not everybody sees the big ones, right?
Right.
So if you look at like pro, surfing, these guys will jump on this wave and they get like a 4-second ride, and then the homie that said, I'm just chilling, while everybody else, he catches this amazing wave.
Right.
It rides it for, 52.9 seconds, and I don't know how they reward them or award them, but it's, they get the gold medal.
Yeah.
Right? And so I think that it's people that can see those waves. And it's fine. Hey, if you see a little wave, jump on it.
Yeah.
Right? If you see a big wave, so waves would be like cash for gold. That was a wave.
Yeah.
Right? I think there's signs even now. People are still doing that and making money on it.
Right.
Right? Usually if you see a sign out for longer than 6 months or a year, either the sign, the business went out and it's just sitting there because nobody took it down, or it's probably working.
Right.
Right. And so I think that when you're looking at trends, just be creative. Just take a look. I'm able to capitalize on trends all the time.
Yeah.
What I like are the people that don't just look at the trend that's the mainstay right in your face. It's the one that's a little bit outside of it. Now, sometimes there's not as much money here.
Yeah.
But you were a little bit more creative in thinking about it, and maybe you would help more people this way.
Right.
Or maybe you would help a class of people that everybody else is forgetting about because they're just worried about this mainstay.
Right. Got it. And so how do you predict a trend?
I don't know. I don't predict nothing. I am not Nostradamus. I am not a crystal ball reader. But it's like I used to tell people about with God. They would say, well, he predestined people. I'm like, oh, did he?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So he predestined you to be a sinner? Yeah, he's I said, no, fool. I said, there's a difference between predestination and foreknowledge.
Right.
And so when I talk to them, they're like, no, you don't know what you're talking about. I go, let me ask you something. Do you know when your kid is getting ready to walk into the street, get hit by a car? Well, yeah. Did you predestine that?
Right.
Well, no. Right. And then they'd shut up.
Right.
Right. They're like, yeah, you had the foreknowledge based off of certain things that were happening along the way. So let's talk about one of the next big trends that's coming up. So voice. It's coming.
Yeah.
Now, will we all capitalize on it? I don't know, because I don't know. Sometimes, the first one is the best.
Yeah.
But sometimes it's not. We talked about that before in a copycat. Maybe it's not the first to market, but it's the best to market.
Right.
Right? So we know voice or AI or different things of that nature.
Yeah.
We know it's coming.
Right.
Right? But how do we necessarily capitalize on it?
Yeah.
So, for me, they're talking about like the sports card market, right? That's a big deal. And so everybody's going to get sports cards everywhere. Well, I've been collecting for 35 years. I don't need sports cards. But I thought, well, what could I do to capitalize on that? Well, maybe it's the plastics. Maybe I want to create a plastics company, or maybe I want to create a holder, or maybe I want to whatever,
Yeah.
Which, by the way, leads me in for an entrepreneur, especially scarcity mentality. I'm not afraid to say that. If somebody else goes out and makes a plastic company because they heard this, good for you. Gotta get my 10%. Right?
Yeah.
Right. But good for you. But I think just as a sidebar conversation, I think we're into this scarcity mentality. I've got to have it because you can't.
Yeah.
No. We can both have that company. There's about 10 million of them out there, I'm sure.
Gotcha. And so as a trend capitalizer, can entrepreneurs make a living in a good living just being a trend capitalizer, just jumping from trend to trend to trend, or no, do you think it eventually will run out?
No, it'll never run out.
Never run out.
Never run out. Never run out. Because there's always going to be derivatives of the mainstay.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So I don't know who was, the first to do online sales, but it was a bunch of people.
Yeah.
But Amazon figured out how to be the best at it.
Yeah.
But now Walmart's coming.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I saw an interview on the guy that does the e-commerce for Walmart.
Oh, uh-huh.
And he used to run several other Eat Smart guy.
Mm-hmm.
And so, a year later, I don't know the full thing, but later now they're coming to market.
Right.
Right. And so I don't know. That's some heavyweights, man.
Yeah.
I watched Mike Tyson back in whatever day it was, who was unbeatable, get knocked the heck out.
Yeah.
So, you don't always have to be the trendsetter.
Yeah.
You can be the copycatter.
Yeah.
You can be, whatever. But I to me, it's a lot more exciting.
Right.
But I've done it both ways. I've built businesses from scratch.
Yeah.
And I've done products from scratch. And I've also bought into products or bought products from somebody to sell or, different things of that nature. Yeah. I've done it all different ways. So I think a lot of it depends on, self-awareness, right? Know yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, know thyself is a big deal.
Gotcha. And so, the saying is everyone has 20/20 vision and hindsight, or hindsight vision is 20/20.
Yeah.
Was there a trend that happened that you said, you know what, I should have jumped on that and I just didn't?
Oh, all the time.
All the time?
Yeah, all the time. So, one of the things that was real popular back in the day were sports cards, like the late 80s, early 90s.
Yeah.
And you referred to that story before. And so I decided that plastics, the plastic coverings, not for the cards that was already made, but for the action figures.
Right.
Because I felt like that was going to be popular.
Yeah.
So, look at all the derivatives from knowing that information that I could have went for.
Yeah.
I could have went for the plastic market. I could have went and got direct connects to the action figure toy stores. I could have created my own toy, right? I mean, I could have went and hired, or buddied up with some comic book people. I mean, right?
Yeah.
So if you know that, and I knew that was going to hit. I knew action figures were going to hit. Mm-hmm. I didn't know to this degree.
Yeah.
But I knew it was going to hit. So, back in the day when you're young and dumb and you're doing other things, which my eye was on coaching and all that.
Right.
I collected.
Yeah.
I should have been creating and innovating and all that, but
yeah.
There's only so many hours in a day. I'm teaching 8 hours.
Yeah.
I'm coaching another 4 or 5 hours a day. I got a wife. I think I still have a wife. I have kids of mine, so on and so forth. You can't do it all.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
If you need to contact Brett or Coach, please do so on his social media accounts, email, and or text. You can find that information in the description below. Again, please like, subscribe, comment, share, and hit the notification bell. Thanks, and we hope you enjoyed.
Careful.